just last week that it will be held from T20 World Cup next year that will be hosted just across here for one of the men in pink. Gareth Morrison will be on. We saw our match referee out there. Lots the new ball in hand. We're all set. Should definitely be a single, and Gabby Stark for Ireland. She was very much the star of the show, wasn't
coming up in India. Well, in Sri Lanka. Hunter, oh, that was tight.
Both sides faced there in Lahore during that qualifier back.
We decide, but it is disappointing, I suppose, for right back here, Sadia Iqbal.
Yeah, pierces the gap beautifully. It's a fine stroke. And she has this incredible knack of picking higher than you think. That was just a punch, but it's
real class here from Amy Hunter. The bounce a little bit short from Sadia Iqbal, so also I feel the gap.
Yeah, the D5 angle, particularly in the women's game, and that's a good start from Ireland. Amy Hunter, the fine leg fielder, comes in.
Far. And Fatima Sana, how she bowled to Gabby Lewis, doesn't want to get
protection for a single. Just saw Sana there taking 50 over World Cup qualifier there, and it was a gauge between 14 and 18. The straight boundaries very, very tight indeed.
Gabby Lewis looked early on her tippy toes, and she'll take the pad.
Yeah, right off the thigh pad, worked indeed. Oh, it's a beauty backer, and it's Fatima Sana who has the first.
Lewis is to this Irish batting lineup. She goes for perfect length as well, because it's only just about tip. The Lewis will have time to think about that, and you probably seen as unfortunately
short. Just be the single. The important as the only full member nation there at that qualifier.
And we can have one.
His quality. Hunter pounces on.
Working on through the covers, dance down area where she's struggled in the past. So shot.
Consequence of that previous shot, but yeah, in the line at getting to 16 teams, yeah. And to Ireland going to the 2000.
And it was absolutely amazing. And the best thing about England changes ends.
Well, we've seen the ECB and the ICC come in. They'll find it a bit tricky out in Nepal.
Yeah, and I think the pressure is actually higher. Should get through, but will they?
She's exploiting that short boundary up to.
I'm going to take you on, says Amy Hunter. Just get shine, little tickle down toward that shot. Well, I reckon that was it. She comes wider of the crease, quite Amy Hunter. I do think that's foot.
Just angling it in and cramping Hunter for room from Del McDonough up towards that far side and 55 metres here to the clubhouse. Two sweepers out there do well.
Up the top will decide. Obviously, Hunter's the one that's still out there.
The capable as Ramim Shameen will come in. Can this get down the hill all the way to the rope, manipulating the field beautifully? And
they weren't contending for how quick this outfield is over. She definitely thought she was in with a shout, but that just kept to chase down.
Pakistan attack, and you think they're almost.
They're going with their more experienced. One thing that I'm interested to see in the matchup, and they depend to down the ground. Amy Hunter, power, bottom hand comes in. She opens her spell.
And really good target, ever so important in all T20 cricket. And you want to really go after it while the fielding restrictions are still up to diving stop. She cannons into Prendergast. Yeah, the catches were really the addition that leaked into the Zimbabwe series somewhat.
A ring or across the boundary. They've really Ireland. They're trying to make everyone able to field everywhere.
Pulling card there on the right. We see Andy Balbirnie. Andy, great to have you with us throughout the series.
Good afternoon to you all out there. I think it's very different.
Yeah, those graphics just wrong there. It's Acker Spinner, the second of the two. Fine left arms pack top three. I know Lewis has got a good one there, but
have a lot of experience in that sort of top 4 or 5 batter. I've been really impressed against a new opposition this summer, and she's just batters out.
Particularly if you get behind on your strike rate, if you're.
So strike rate is almost as important as your average. Yeah, certainly there is a pressure.
150 to start with. It's a bright start. We saw the ODI series here.
It goes on. And I think even 12 overs of spin here, and it doesn't usually turn as much.
Surprise, really. Additional strength in the women's game, that quality keeper, Alvi and Shawal Zulfikar. Gabby Lewis talk about sort of 150 in and around that mark.
I think some of the England games, Ireland chased.
You talk 5-wicket victory for Ireland last September was there in England. How special would that be for the Irish 58 for one?
I think it'd be very special. I think there's 2 big qualifying tournaments that a lot is looking good for this team.
What a powerful drive from Orla Prendergast. Burn in there.
She looks so effortless when she does it. She hits it so hard there, and I feel it, but she can't get a good enough hand in it. And it's
been moved out of that position. And Pakistan, it's the captain who's gone there through to mid-off partnership.
Ball, and hopefully be pounced on.
You see that's indicating in and around 160. That number 4, Laura Delaney at 5.
Just looked like Sandhu went a bit with a bit more flight. As a team and as a fielding team, you always want to go bang bang.
A little bit of extra flight maybe given to it. Not really. Hunter does an awful lot. She shuffles around her crease.
Leopold has had a good 10 to 12 months for Ireland, so hopefully.
And the short fine leg on the leg side. Can't get off the mark. Gets us to the end of the 9th over. Sandhu, what are the goals? Are you still thinking about kind of each Dublin or Belfast or Derry? That it's out at all, is it? It's about trying to get wins. And Ireland also the boost yesterday, the news of Amy McGuire with a new head coach. Through a couple of times, I'd imagine, the Phil Simpsons you've been through. What's that like? How do you manage that?
Yeah, it's that you spend a lot of time with. I was fortunate that I had the same captain throughout. Coach does, and in high performance sport, is you're going to have change.
And Irish Sports Institute is at Abbottstown, West Dublin.
Or with each other.
And the quality of ball striking, very to me, to continue to grow in terms.
Only going to go from strength to strength.
The fielder, all fielders square the wicket up.
She's come down a couple of times to try to sweep, and she gets her reward. There's no sweeper on the offside, so that gives her the freedom to.
Is definitely putting the pressure on.
Pretty good intent. She obviously hasn't got the ball away.
To her 3rd. For me, Prendergast just a half a.
Prendergast has appreciated that mid-off is up, so she doesn't have to worry about through the line of the ball, and it's quite a cool to hold the key for this batting lineup.
4 stops in any way short. Every fielder in the off. Prendergast applying that pressure to capitalise upon that offside field, but Sandhu.
She's just using all her guile here.
Using her feet. It's not something that's easy for those.
Subcontinent need to have kind of a lot of strings
to get into their rhythm. So it'll be the long on fielder. The skipper, Fatima Sadi, happy, but not a lot the captain can do there. He's 23 years of age. It'll be an 8 or. You think about the direction that this year, despite such a good performance, you could argue they maybe could have.
Pressure of all the, the outside noise of, and I've no doubt that there'll be pressure situations coming up. The way the players are playing and the confidence they're showing.
Went out in Lahore. They lost 3. The first game they lost by 38 runs. I think it was over 100 appearances, made 67 not out. Which side can hold their nerve? Cricketing teams, is that fair to say?
Yeah, there's no pressure on these games, but certainly the kind of
defeat as well to West Indies. Forgot about into the leg side. Should just pick up the single as it's